We asked our kids if they could describe our trip in one word.
Exciting! Fun! Fun! Fishing! Fishing! Can I go fishing?
Hey everybody, I'm Garrett.
And I'm Carolyn.
And we're Diary of a Family.
And we're living life intentionally with you. Today we're going to share with you our trip from Washington State to Missouri.
For those of you that are just joining our channel, we are a travel nurse family that travels all over the United States taking nursing contracts, and that is why we are heading to St. Louis, Missouri.
So I'm the nurse, he's the stay-at-home dad, and together we do this with our 3 kids, Emma, Timothy, and Edison. Our goal is to travel and see the entire United States while we are homeschooling our kids and enjoying this life. We were excited to take a new direction through some of the Midwest states we hadn't been able to get on our sticker map. We have quite a few to cover as we talk about our trip with you. Can we describe our trip in one word?
The word for me is new.
I think I'll have to make up a word and say fought.
Fought?
Fun, but hot.
Fought. I was like, fought. I was like, bring it up to Dukes. Welcome to another epic road trip video. We are traversing a lot of new states on this trip, and we hope you enjoy our adventure as we head to St. Louis, Missouri. We're about ready to hook up and we will get this show on the road. First stop, made it all the way to about lunchtime. I think people are doing better now that we're on the road and have food, right?
Yeah.
Daddy, how do you like your cheese? What kind of cheese is that?
What?
What?
Squish cheese.
What kind of cheese is it, Eddie?
Flavor. It's squish cheese.
Right, Emma's got her mustard sandwich.
It's meat sandwich with mustard in it.
I thought it was a mustard sandwich with meat in it. Mama's a wrap.
My shoulders are tight. I'm trying not to be stressed out.
I'm not sure why we're so stressed. This is our fourth major trip. We have gotten a lot of work done, as you have obviously seen in our videos. So our vehicles are purring like kittens. We're gonna get back on the road in a few minutes and get this last leg of our trip done.
It was a lot of fun. We met with a lot of awesome people. We saw a lot of really cool, spectacular things. And of course, when we're traveling from one location to another, we don't really do a lot of, let's stop and sightsee. But we were able to work a little bit of fun into our trip. However, it was quite hot along the route. I guess I kind of wasn't expecting it to be so hot so immediately. But being that we were in the Pacific Northwest in the Vancouver area, and it was quite cool there with some rainy days even while we were visiting, it kind of put me off. Like, I didn't really realize, oh yeah, it's the middle of July everywhere else.
Good morning.
Gonna see Mommy.
Start of day 2. We are hitting the road early. We have breakfast already made. We hope to make it to Twin Falls, Idaho by the end of the day. Here.
It says Nampa Rocks.
Nampa Rocks. Royal horses of mine. To Jerome, Idaho. It is our stop for the night. Wally docking at its finest. We will be here for the night, head out in the morning, and then tomorrow we will be in Ogden, Utah. So far it has been a pretty decent trip. For this trip, we ended up traveling through a number of different states. We left Washington State about 2 weeks ago, and then we headed through Oregon, Idaho, and then we stopped in Utah.
In Utah, we took an extra day so that we could relax as a family and just wind down a little bit after traveling hard for the first 3 days.
Oy vey. Hey everybody, welcome to day 3 of our road trip to Missouri.
Yesterday was long. I think we were on the road for 9 hours. With all our stops and things in between, but you know, towards the end the kids had to stop more often. They were just getting antsy.
It's nice that Walmarts have been closing early. We have probably about a 3-hour drive today, so a lot shorter than yesterday, but we wanted to make sure that we were all set up at our new location before our live stream this afternoon. All right, let's get back to this crazy adventure so far. We made it to our RV park in Ogden, Utah. We just got set up and they have a pool here. We might try and get some pool time while we're here.
Ready? What song are you singing right now?
I want ice cream at a movie night, Mommy.
You want ice cream at a movie night?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds awesome, possum.
Guys, I feel sweaty.
Over here. Then we went to Wyoming and Nebraska, and then to Missouri.
In Nebraska, we stopped by my work. I work for Atlas MedStaff. I finally got to meet my recruiter. That was totally awesome. Kids made a new friend Her son Emmett is about Edison's age.
We will link a wonderful live stream that we did talking all about Atlas Med Staff and our time there in the description. So make sure to go check that out right after this video. Yeah, hello. So we get to put another sticker on our map today. You're putting great state of Utah.
Utah.
Right there. Ready, guys?
Yeah.
They had some great lakes swimming, didn't they?
They got some great lakes.
It's not. Line it up.
Here we go.
Yeehaw! Okay, next date.
Next
Wyoming.
date, Wyoming. From Rock Springs, Wyoming. The Walmart parking lot was hopping last night, and that's because a ton of people travel and stop here overnight all the time. Stopped at the Loves, got all filled up, potty breaks, back on the road. Good Wednesday morning, everybody. We are in Lexington, Nebraska at a Walmart. Wyoming.
Yeah.
And Nebraska. See if Mommy can get it on straight.
Wyoming. Mommy, that's a volcano. Mommy, the volcano.
I know, I think those are supposed to be clouds.
That's the geyser.
Oh, the geyser. All right, because that's national.
Yeah.
What's the geyser?
Nebraska. We saw lots of wheat fields yesterday.
Look
didn't
at
we?
that. We're starting to get our map filled up.
Yeah.
While we were in Missouri, we took another rest day at a friend's farm. Well, we made it here to the Galleons, all set up. We're gonna stay here a day tomorrow.
We got to meet Jerry and Kelly Gallion of Gallion Adventures. Check them out on YouTube. They're an awesome couple who goes out on weekend trips to go ATVing.
We absolutely loved staying on their property. We got to ride ATVs for the first time. We also took the kids out on the ATVs, which they really enjoyed as well. The kids went fishing. We had a fire at night. Carolyn has the professional grade.
Mommy, I want
Professional grade for sure. Hang on. There's a fish that's interested. Oh, he's just eating the... He's not eating the bait. He's eating like the oh gosh. I've got a weight on it, and I think they've been
Going at the weight. Oop,
They're
back
definitely sensing movement, and that's what's interesting them. So I've tried this little...
The white.
As soon as I toss it in the water, they're going after something, but they usually grab here or up here. These fish have never been fished before, and they don't know what the heck they're doing. Oops, watch me throw my line over the wrong way here.
Yep, I caught that on video.
Awesome.
Do you think we can eat him for dinner?
I didn't think we were catching anything. I don't have... Look Look at that! Wow! Hey, go get the scale thing and we'll measure him and weigh him.
Can I see?
Looks like 2 pounds.
Wow.
16.5 inches.
Wow.
We finally finished up our trip to St. Louis, Missouri, and we have traveled into Illinois as well. This area of the country is absolutely gorgeous, but we have noticed that it's quite humid here, not something that we had expected all that much. We're settling down here for the summer and into the fall. We're going to share with you some of the highlights, some of the points that we had on this 10-day trip.
There was one surprise that we were not expecting, and that was driving through Iowa.
Surprise!
Iowa welcomes you.
Well, that was unexpected. We are now in Iowa.
We did not know that our route was from Omaha, Nebraska to Missouri was going to take us about 20 minutes of Iowa driving.
We kept seeing signs saying, Iowa, Iowa, welcome to Iowa. And we're like, wait a minute, we're in a new state? What? This doesn't make any sense. After we had stopped and looked at the map, we're like, oh, I guess we did.
We did. It does not qualify for being put onto our map. It is like Mississippi, where we only drove through the state and did not stay the night. That's kind of our qualifying factor. We have to stay in the state in our RV for at least one night to get the sticker on our map. This trip was really a trip of firsts. Somewhere in Nebraska, Garrett had his first bird strike.
I wasn't even sure if I hit a bird. I remember a bird kind of flying right in front of my, like the top part of my horizon. And then I just remember it kind of like going like up. And I thought it had just kind of gone over me.
As the follow vehicle, all of a sudden I see this bird bouncing off the top of our RV, and then it actually hit my car as well. And I'm thinking, well, he probably didn't hurt at all. He was probably instantly dead with how fast we hit him.
I couldn't see any damage to the trailer. I checked the hood, I checked the truck. We also did 3 days of back-to-back Walmart camping.
All right, guys, we've done one here and there, so you end up going to hookups the next night. We had to change our plans completely when we realized our days weren't lined up correctly and we had a long travel day just before arriving in Omaha. That wasn't going to work for us since we wanted to spend a lot of time in Omaha. So we rearranged things and canceled some reservations we had and chose a Walmart. But that was smack dab in the middle of 2 more planned Walmart stops. It's tough.
We were Walmarted out.
Boondocking is one thing where you're out in nature, but like Wally docking, you have to keep the kids inside. It's a flat concrete parking lot.
Noises all night.
Hot.
One benefit I do have to say with the COVID pandemic is most Walmarts are closed during the nighttime, so there aren't cars driving in and out of the Walmart all times of the night. We have stayed at Walmarts that were open 24 hours, and I mean, it was just cars all night long.
All night long.
As we mentioned earlier, we took a few days off. Now, the first one was in Utah, and I think it was Ogden, Utah.
Beautiful.
We have plans to go back at some point. We definitely want to explore Utah. Everyone we know says Utah is its own planet. There's so many cool things, so many amazing things.
It's beautiful.
We were there 2 days and swam 3 times.
We had a lake day. We went to the pool twice. It's very nice to be out of Washington State where everything has been shut down for months and months and months and come to these other states. They're limiting the amount of people in the pool, but they are allowing. It's been great for our kids. It's been good for us too. You know, you're sitting in the car for hours on end. You need some exercise, and how do you do it? You got to get out there with the kids.
Exactly. While we were at the Galleons, we also had the opportunity to meet with Grassroots Living. Dean and Shalane were not that far away from where we were at, and they made the trip out to come see us. and we absolutely loved it.
These people are special in our hearts. We have seen them multiple times while we've been on the road. We always seem to cross paths, and they come out of their way just to hang out with us. So they brought us pizza, and we just hung out and chatted. I think Dean and Jerry played with his new drone. That was fun. And we were able to tour their rig.
Their rig is about as opposite of our rig as you can get.
Just about.
Just about.
Their rig doesn't even need a license because it fits snugly in the back of their pickup truck. But they love the tiny living. The smaller, the better. And they are happy with it. So check out their channel on YouTube, Grassroots Living. So we've made it to Missouri and we're ready to put our sticker on right up there. But we have a special couple to do it for us. We have the Galleon Adventures. Hey. So, Jerry, you're going to stick it on for us?
Yeah. Cal, you going to get up here with me? I just want
Nice.
I got to do the sticker.
We were very glad that we got the majority of our maintenance done on our vehicles before we left. We did not run into really any major issues. The only real issue we had was our refrigerator.
Yeah, so our RV refrigerator, especially with all of the boondocking at Walmart, was really struggling. It was hot outside and we were constantly turning off the propane during travel days. Now the freezer stayed frozen and we were able to switch out ice blocks, and that helped a little bit. And as we have sat still now here for about 2 weeks,
It's leveled out.
it's leveled out.
We did a little bit of maintenance on the outside with the pilot light for the propane side of our refrigerator, and it seemed to have helped.
We have also found when you're level, it helps a lot better to keep it cold, and if you can get the air circulating within the refrigerator itself, so finding a little battery operated fan and placing that inside, that has helped as well.
Overall, I think this was a very fun trip. We have a lot of areas we want to go revisit in the future. And Wyoming was amazing.
Beautiful.
I think we saw a little bit of corn in Nebraska.
A little
Maybe about 600 miles of corn.
A little bit.
A little bit. It was like nothing but corn for miles and hundreds of miles. It was like, oh my gosh. What were your overall thoughts of the trip?
Long trips are always hard, but I feel like we did a good job of trading out the short days for the long days and having a few break days in there and packing those break days full of memorable experiences. Fishing with the kids was just fantastic. I loved it. I can't wait to get the fishing poles out again. I'm excited because there is a pond at this RV park that we're camped at. We haven't yet asked if we can do some fishing. Thank you for joining us on our trip from Washington to Missouri. We're excited for our continued adventures. We do have to stay in place for my nursing contracts, but in between, we do as much traveling as we possibly can. If you'd like to share some of your travels with us, please let us know. We love to interview folks and would love to hear your story. Go ahead and drop us a line at connect@diaryofafamily.com.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And as always, live life intentionally.
Bye.
Bye.